Welcome back, Cordlings, to more Black Mirror. We are in the Wormhill Vicarage. Old, dusty, dried up, decrepit
during
church.
the reign of Marcus Gordon the Merciful in 1230. Let this parish lead people to goodness of soul and trust in our Lord. The grate is locked. Father Frederick,
Yes?
can I speak with you?
Certainly, my son. I am listening.
I am Samuel Gordon.
It has been a long time since we last met, but I still remember you.
I would like to thank you for what you said at the funeral.
You need not thank me. It was the least I could do for William.
Father, I'd like to talk with you about William.
May he rest in peace. What is it that bothers you, my son?
I know he came here often.
Yes, just like many other people who confess regularly to relieve their souls.
But I also know he came here at night. Can you tell me about that?
Well, since it is you, I guess that I can. He kept asking me to let him into the old belfry. He was very insistent, and in the end, I fulfilled his wish.
Have you any idea what he was looking for in there?
I have not. He wanted to be alone, and I respected that. He always spent a lot of time in there, and then left exhausted. I really do not know anything more.
I've heard they used to execute heretics in the attic here a long time ago.
According to the chronicles, the trials would have taken place exactly above where we are standing now.
A strange place to build a church, don't you think?
It was Marcus Gordon, your ancestor, who had the church built. He wanted to at least partially atone for the sins and injustice that occurred here. I believe he chose the right path.
Have a look at this, Father. Have you any idea as to what it could be?
I'm afraid I haven't. It's very old, I would say. Other than that, I'm sorry. I really have no clue.
Tell me, Father, what do you know about Marcus Gordon?
He was a great man of his time. The exact opposite of his older brother. Mordred was a cruel antichrist. He would torture and abuse the innocent in mock trials. Thank God he didn't rule for long. Marcus convinced the peasants to rise and revolt, and they succeeded in overthrowing his reign. You can be proud to be of his blood, my son.
Father, may I make a confession?
Of course. Would you like to do so now?
No, I meant later.
Such things should not be put off. Believe me.
I'll come back later. I promise. Father, I would like to ask you for a favor. I'm interested in having a look around the old belfry.
But my son, the belfry is closed to the public. Why do you want to go there?
I'm afraid I can't explain it at the moment. But it is very important. Believe me.
All right, then. I will make an exception, then. But just for this once.
Thank you.
Follow me, please. I will leave you alone. I have to return to the church and serve others.
Of course, Father. Thank you.
Please tell me when you are done, so that I can lock the grate again.
Of course. I have to figure out how William entered Marcus's tomb. I will not leave before I discover the entrance.
Well, we have a strange opening over here. That'll go mighty well with our strange object. Or will it?
Its shape resembles that of the stone object. Perhaps I should do something with it.
Perhaps. Stick your thingy in it. Oh shit. An altar has emerged.
This must be what William wrote about in his diary. I have to figure out how it works.
So basically you gotta move the whites to this side where the white pegs are, the white diamonds, and you have to use the black onyx gems to get them going vertically here. And it's basically moving the gems through the different positions and taking a long time to do so. Alright, let's start down here. You gotta move them one piece at a time. Click on the destination, rinse, repeat. Alright, so we got these two whites moved to the side. And we have the redstone to contend with as well. Move, you bastard. Unfortunately, there's no quicker way to move this. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause the camera and get to the near end of this. So we're not wasting too much time. You get the idea. We're switching sides. Alright, fuck it. You're probably wanting to see the solution, so I've figured out a pretty quick way of doing it. The first thing you need to do is, unlike what I had when I cut the camera, is you want to move this top piece down so that you can move all these black pieces up. And by the way, you can just click them once, I found out. And then on the corresponding space. The only thing is you can't skip, unfortunately. You have to go space by space. Bear with me, folks. Oh, yeah.
The
Something
right
like that.
combination at last.
Secret passage is opened.
The air in here is barely breathable. It's the same as the one upstairs.
Interesting. Go back and grab my little thingamabobber.
Damn! What was that? Entrance has closed. I must open it somehow.
Oops.
Shall wisdom be your way? The Saint 4, the year of the Lord, 1243.
We got some pillars over here.
It works.
Cool.
Shall wisdom be your way? The pages are well preserved. I'll have a look.
It can't be seen, but it can be heard. It will not speak unless spoken to. Sorry, I did the puzzle before I read the book. It's a bad habit. Let's see what we got here. This one's slipping my mind. Let me see the letters. Ah, yes. Echo. These aren't very difficult riddles, honestly. They're kind of... You could probably Google all these. Black when bought, red when used, to gray when thrown out. Coal. Not that difficult. Cities without houses, rivers without water, forest without trees. This one's only 3. What has those things but doesn't have those things is a map. The fact that the answers are 3 and 4 letter words also helps. The more you take away, the larger it grows. It's a hole.
The grave of Marcus Gordon himself.
That's how I want to be buried. I need y'all to pitch in when I die and make it happen. Get up.
Marcus, the first Gordon.
Oh yeah, I remember this scene. How could you forget?
There is no man today
Oh,
who would
story
remember
time.
the origin of the Gate of the Two Worlds, the Black Mirror. This record shall be a warning to all who blindly long for power, not hesitating to stray from the path of fate, exposing their soul to dark forces. Mordred, the lord of our manor, an amoral, evil man, plagued the people of these lands for many long years, with his ill nature and hatred. His power, however, was soon ended by Marcus, newly returned from the battles with the disbelievers in distant lands. Well acquainted with the habits of his enemy, Mordred made meticulous preparations to withstand the attack of his brother. Realizing that not even the strong walls of the castle could hold against the onslaught forever, he descended into the underground of the chapel. There, he opened within its heart the Black Mirror, and urged the entities of shadow to help prevent his doom. He was not the only one, however, to know of the secret corridors below the castle. By the hand of fate, the balance of power began to lean towards Mordred's side. There was not much time left. Watching his men die around him, Marcus understood what had to be done. Overwhelmed by fury, he battled his way through many lines of enemies into the labyrinth of corridors leading to the heart of the underground cathedral. With haste, he took advantage of the momentary surprise and thrust his sword with all his might against his brother. Righteous anger hit its target, and cold steel pierced the black heart of the traitor. Victory was within grasp. Staggering on the edge of a bottomless abyss, Mordred gathered his last ounce of strength and brought forth his final desperate deed. With merciless hatred and zealous rage of his defeat, he pronounced the dark words of the curse. Of your blood, others will rise with your name, bearing my curse. One of your heirs will convert 5 souls of 5 mortals. This will be the catalyst to bring my anger back to life. And I will return. When your days have ended, there will be no one to stop me. Mordred then fell to his knees, and the throat of the Black Mirror closed as he took his terminal breath. In that instant, the whole place was filled by a deafening sound and blinding light, followed by an absolute silence. And one last thing to be done. 4 keys of power were divided by Marcus among the lords of the Gordon manors, the 5th key remaining with Marcus himself. Never again would the keys meet in the hand of a mortal to open the gate between the worlds of good and evil. Such is the story of our Lord that saved us in the Dark Ages. Let his soul rest in peace forever.
Amen.
Isidore Vale, in memory of Marcus Gordon, 1240 A.D.
Black Mirror. The secret chapel the book mentions must be somewhere below the castle. I'll obtain the 5 keys and finish what William couldn't.
What else we got?
This must be the key William wrote about in his diary. The first of the 5.
Oh shit, the first of 5. We got a long way to go, folks.
I can't see anything interesting. Where did it run?
We're dead. God damn it. Gotta reload. Son of a bitch. Got him!
I must have hurt my arm. Could have been worse, though. At least I'm alive.
We ain't dead yet. We ain't dead yet. A
mechanism of some sort with 3 levers. With a bit of luck, it might still work. A rusty valve. It might be feeding the fuel somewhere. It's stuck. If only I knew the correct setup. I've got to keep trying. Excellent. Everything's going to be easier.
Let there be light.
Here are the things I lost when I fell down the shaft. Most of the items are all right.
Bunch of my shit broke, is that what you're saying?
The camera is smashed.
Oh no. I was gonna take some dick pics later. But yeah, if I tricked you by falling down the pit, I'm sorry. You can't actually die in this game. See, watch this. Oh shit. Guess I was wrong. Fuck me. Well, gotta start from the beginning. Playing in hardcore mode. Not really. Yeah, so don't touch that sparky wire. That's bad for your health.
Old wire cutters might come in handy.
Alright, obviously you can't cut a live wire while it's sparking. So best to cut the power, then cut the wire. The cable. The cabal. Snip. Circumcise that
It won't be
bitch.
obstructing my way any longer.
Yeah, totally impossible to, you know, circumvent around a cable like that.
Locked.
My sacred key work.
key is on the other side of the door.
Grab it.
I'll try to get my hand through to reach the key. Got it. Another shaft. How many of these are there in here? Maybe I'll never make it to the surface again.
Maybe. Lots of barrels here.
The barrels around here probably contain oil or diesel fuel. This one's empty. I wonder how he died.
I don't know, but he's gonna be cold now.
The door is tightly shut.
Get it with my shank.
A system of fuses and cables. Nothing I could use. Lift shaft. The lift is my only chance to get to the surface. Hopefully, I'll be able to call it somehow. A big barrel full of oil. It's very rusty, but still in one piece. I could try starting the machine, but I don't know how. Dirty water with oil in it.
Very interesting.
A big barrel full of oil.
Pry it open.
A big... It's broken. There might be something under that lid. I have to push it off somehow in order to get to the lid.
Come on, put your back into it.
No way. It's too heavy.
We use a sharp rod for leverage.
I'll try piercing through the plate with the sharp end of the rod.
That's one way to do it.
This should do the trick.
This lid is heavy as fuck.
The lid won't move.
I tied one end of the rope to the lid. I tied one end of the...
Tie the other end of the minecart and give it a little push.
All I need to do now is push away the trolley. I have to get rid of the brake stop.
Swing! We can climb down even further.
It's entirely dark in here. The power circuit is probably interrupted. It looks like a power distribution circuitry box. It can't be opened.
Or can it? My trusty
It has
lockpick.
loosened. I must reconnect the circuit.
Got to rewire the unit here. That
At
should work.
last. I'd say this used to be the lift room.
Another skeleton.
Who could it have been? I found a small key. Maybe it will help me get outside. May 29th.
Holy shit, I'm
Everything
gonna
has
need
gone
another
smoothly
beer.
today. Another day without any
Smoothly
malfunction.
today. Another day without any malfunction. Except for the dreadful heat here. A horrible 55 degrees. If it were not for the drinks from the surface, we would all drop dead from thirst. May 30th. One of the 3 vent shafts seems to be clogged. The men say something must be stuck in it. That would explain the horrible heat. I have to go to the vent shafts and check out the whole area this afternoon. May 31st. Something has entirely clogged vent 2. It's going to take a while before we can remove it. It's almost halfway through and quite large. Tomorrow we shall discover what has been causing the heat in here. June 1st. We finally dragged out the thing that was clogging the second vent today. It was a body. One of the new workers must have fallen down the vent. Nobody knows his identity yet. The body must have been there for quite a while. And the heat here. June 15th. The last fortnight has been peaceful. No major malfunctions. June 18th. Old Morton has gone mad. They found him at the end of the new corridor, just sitting there, gazing into space. No one managed to get a sensible word out of him. He just kept mumbling about some ghost. Perhaps he has breathed in too much gas. I had him taken to the doctor. June 19th. We had another ghost episode this afternoon. Such nonsense. There must be a gas leak around here somewhere. We'll carry out a reading tomorrow morning. June 22nd. We examined the entire corridor and found nothing. No gas. However, 3 more men had to be taken out today. Nobody knows what is wrong with them. They keep saying the same rubbish as old Morton. If it goes on like this, the mine will have to close down, and Fuller won't be too keen on that. June 23rd. It took me an hour to persuade those cowards into the hoist today. Nobody wants to work in the new corridor. They're afraid of the ghost. I had to agree to shut it down, otherwise I'd have to go into the mine alone. Day 1. Something terrible has happened. I heard strange, damn strange sounds coming from above the lift shaft. And then it happened. A nerve-shattering scream and the sound of a tremendous crash. I don't know how many minutes or hours have passed since then, but when I regained consciousness,
Oh yeah.
I was on the other side of the room and my mouth was full of dirt. I believe a couple of my ribs are broken, and my left arm is so swollen I can barely move it. I don't know if I'll be able to crawl out of the lift room in this condition. Day 2. It's no use. All my attempts to break out of here have been unsuccessful. Something must have fallen on the ladder access lid. Damn it. The only other way out is by lift, but it is not working. I hope someone will open the lid for me from above. Otherwise, I fear what will happen. Day 3. I estimate I've been in this bloody hole for 3 days already. I'm very hungry, but my thirst is worse. Thank God for all the moisture. I'm drinking water from the pools under the pipes. My arm hurts badly. I cannot raise it anymore. My whole body aches from screaming, but nobody can hear me. The only possibility is that damned lid, or the lift. But I can't do anything about it from here. How ironic. Day 4. I am getting weaker. I know I won't make it much longer. My arm is in flames, and I'm running out of candles. The light is barely flickering. If nobody finds me soon, I am going to die from blood poisoning, or slowly from hunger and thirst. Without light, it will be much worse than even now. I know that these are my last words, but I don't know what to write. Maybe just... If somebody finds this and takes it out to the surface, please, bury me like a proper man. Farewell.
All right, story time.
There's a lock on it.
Well, we just found a key. Amazingly.
A revolver. I'll take it. Hopefully, it will still work.
Only one way to find out.
There are some old bullets here. Let's hope they aren't useless. There were just 2 bullets in the box. I could try starting the machine, but I don't know how. The cloth is rotten, but still usable.
I'm dumb. I didn't search enough. Thought I'd grabbed everything, but I haven't.
Technical drawings and plans for a machine of some kind.
We need these to be able to use the machine. Quite simple. When you're playing this and you don't know what you're doing, you tend to click on everything 17 times, so it's a lot different than when you are playing through it pretty much knowing what to do. With a few hiccups here and there.
I'll try to get it to start with the help of those plans. The controls in the lift room will be functioning now.
Alright, gotta get this lift working or we're never gonna get out of here. Got some steam coming out of this hole here. See if we can wrap it up.
Steam is running out through one of the pipes. I should block that hole with something. I would burn myself.
Oh, come on. Let's get it wet.
The wall ends here. Dampen the ground. I block the hole in the pipe. The machine couldn't take a full power input, damn it.
Shit is made in China.
One of the fuses has blown.
Go figure.
I'll try using the fuse from this box in the lift room generator. It should work with this fuse.
Alright, do we got power or what? Let's boot this bitch up.
It's running full power now. I should try to call the main lift. Maybe it will work, and I'll get out of here finally. Perfect. The lift is operational.
Woohoo! Here we go. Lift me up. This is industrial grade.
At last, this is the highest floor. I should be out of here with only a little effort now.
With only a little effort, says you.
It probably used to hold dynamite. There are some leftover wicks. Nothing else except the old wicks. The grate is closed with a padlock chain.
We don't fucking take padlock chain. Seriously, around here we blow it off. Fuck you, padlock chain.
I need to aim better. That was not a good shot. The lock is still holding together firmly. That was not a good shot. The lock is still holding together firmly.
Well, that's bad.
That was not a good shot. The lock... The right... Maybe I'll be able to break it. I must aim carefully and hit the most fragile part of the lock. A perfect shot. The padlock is down. The way is free. This isn't looking good.
Shoot that fucker. Oh, fuck. So here's where I made the grave mistake of shooting at the lock before checking for the rusty spot.
The grate is closed.
Which means you automatically
I can't get rid of
lose.
it with my bare hands.
And you need to reload at your
I can't get rid of
nearest point.
The right... Maybe I'll be...
You have 2 bullets. You need 1 for the lock and 1 for the wolf.
I must aim carefully and hit...
So I had to reload... Well, not
Perfect
too
shot.
far back,
The
but
padlock is down.
good 10-15 minutes of lost time.
The way is free. I did it.
And I knew what I was doing.
This isn't looking good.
For the wolf. Hey. Fuck you, Pooch. Fuck you, Pooch.
I scrambled through the vast area of the woods and set off for the castle. I was lucky today. I thought I would never make it out of the depths of the mines.
Oh, Samuel. Come, join us.
Are you talking, dude? Because if you are, I can't hear shit.
No, it's just that I've had a difficult day. I'm all right.
You came in rather late. I did want to have a word with you, but I have to leave for the sanatorium in a short while.
Now? At night?
Yes, there is a problem that cannot wait.
Can't you put it off to tomorrow morning?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
What's this about, then?
Yeah, Mr. Important.
I do not know exactly myself. I will determine the situation when I arrive there. It must not be anything serious. You need not worry, Victoria.
Please return as soon as possible. I do not like your going there at night in this terrible weather.
It's late already. I must go now. See you tomorrow, Samuel.
Goodbye.
Be careful, Robert.
Do not fear.
I'll be leaving for Wales tomorrow, Victoria. I should return in 2 days.
To Wales? May I ask why?
Oh, just for a visit.
Haven't seen dear Eleanor for a very long time. I will write a letter to her first thing in the morning. Will you take it to her along with my greetings?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll go to my room now, Victoria. I need to take a rest.
Of course, Samuel.
According to William's diary, the next key has to be in the Wales Manor. I must not delay. I'll set off tomorrow.